Okay, the first word for the group is rɪഃpiːt. Rɪഃpiːt. Now, because you have this word stored in what is called your orthographic lexicon, I think of it as a brain word bank. This is stored. You don't have to think about it. And if you don't teach phonics, you still don't have to think about it, because luckily what happens in our brains is it's stored. So you don't have to, if this was amongst 100 words, you would barely glance at it. You know what the word is. You don't have to think about the parts or anything like that. It's securely stored in your orthographic lexicon. So you see it straight away. And if I said to you, can you write rɪഃpiːt? You'd no doubt just write it without any real conscious effort. And that's great for you because you use your brilliant full, word bank, your orthographic lexicon. The problem is when you come to teach children who don't have those words stored, you've got to be you sort of almost got to go back, and sometimes your pesky brain will actually look at these and be so stuck on the letters that it can stop you really being aware of the phoneme to grapheme mapping. The grapheme mapping, you're absolutely great on. You'd go, all the teachers I train, they show the graphemes, they know the EA there goes together, they know that's representing a sound, that's representing a sound, that's representing a sound, that's representing a sound, and that's representing a sound. If I give them duck hands, they'll do it. But then I say, so my duck hands are where we do this to show it's just a multi-sensory. It's a great way of us seeing what the children are doing, even if they can't speak, or even if you've got 100 children in the class, they go, eat, rɪഃpiːt. So you know the graphemes. The phoneme part is where your brain gets a bit pesky and can block you. If you use the IPA, so if you're used to teaching children who speak English as a second language, you might be used to the IPA. The IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet, is just, I know some of them do look like letters, that does look like that, but this is just a phonetic symbol that represents the sound I, P, eat, rɪഃpiːt. Now your brain, especially if you've not been doing work with me before, might go, hold on, what do you mean I? There's an E there. And that's what your brain does. And that's what we've got to get to the heart of, because whilst your brain's doing that, you can potentially get in the way of children learning phonics. So rɪഃpiːt, the actual sounds, ip, eat. I did it like this. Now, isn't this difficult when you've got to do letters to show sounds? Because we have this funny English orthography, which means that all the letters, so every letter has this I, can represent lots of different sounds. But I put it here because I thought that's the first one you're going to think of when you think of, if I'm trying to explain we're doing the sounds, rɪഃpiːt, because that's sort of the common one. But it's so annoying because, I've had to kind of try and help you see what I mean by the sounds, but I'm using letters, and that's why I actually created the speech sound monsters. So the monsters are just alternatives to these phonetic symbols. So we go, so there's the phonetic symbol. There's the phonetic symbol. There's the phonetic symbol. There's the phonetic symbol. And then, so ip, eat, rɪഃpiːt. So the phonetic symbols represent the phoneme part. So when we're doing phoneme grapheme mapping, that's the phoneme part. So you've probably got the grapheme part down pat, but as a skilled reader, what I need you to understand is your pesky brain is going to block some words you're going to look at, and you know it straight away, but you need to unblock that immediate recognition and think, hold on, because even if you close your eyes, you've still got a visual, in your brain, even if you close your eyes. So you need to think, how can I unblock it so I can really get past what I see, and so that I can focus on what I'm hearing, because your brain is hearing rɪഃpiːt, but often that I sound is getting just sort of drowned away because you so are seeing that E. So that's what we're talking about in this group. So this is your first word. We're going to look at individual words rather than talking theory and whatever else, because I want you to be able to see as we go through in this group, the longer you're in this group, the easier it is for you to look at that and go, oh, ip, eat, rɪഃpiːt. That must be a representation for the I sound. in this word. Like that is a representation for the I sound in the word in. Welcome to the group.